tell me something about the current initiatives with our body of knowledge.
So the way, well, first of all, the way the BOK has evolved is a little different from other BOKs because we certainly have been aware that other organizations have spent a number of years putting a fully packaged product together and roll that out. So we rolled ours out in an initial framework format. So skeletal initially, the second version had more content, the third version will have more content, so that it's actually being built as we go. And we feel that that's a more effective way to get the content out there. And what happened there is that relationships started becoming established through a number of different vehicles that we both participated in and folks have come to us for. So one of the things that we're doing is working with, we're members in the Federated Enterprise Architecture Professional Organization, as your organization is the society. So, and we've worked together on that. So the FIPO is an organization where they're trying to create a sort of an umbrella BOK for enterprise architecture, and we'll participate in that, but a number of things have occurred as a result of that, and that is that we've begun working directly with a number of other professional organizations to start to cross-reference content across the BOKs so that there's a consistency. So when organizations such as the IEEE or DAMA or a number of these other organizations that have BOKs start to cross-reference content for the business architecture portion of what they want to talk about, they can see that there's a consistency because it'll be drawn both from our BOK, and then we will do the same and draw content from their BOKs.
I myself, I practice business analysis, business architecture, project management, and I use the bodies of knowledge in my daily work, and I see that as a way to level the playing field, and that's a way for me also to assess whether my work is of quality standards.
Initially, the advisory board said, you know, get something out there quickly. So we first put out, just coming up on a year ago now, we first put out what we call the skeletal version of this document. And it was a basically capability mapping and value mapping. In version 2, which came out the beginning of this calendar year, 2012, we rolled out a much more complete BOK. It filled in a lot of the other pieces, both the foundational pieces as well as some of the surrounding pieces with organization, information, strategy, and so forth. And also business IT mapping, which of course that's a very important aspect of it. Now for business architecture's body of knowledge 3.0, we'll be putting together a much more significant BOK. We'll be growing out a number of different sections that are already there. The business IT alignment section, which is going to get its own main section now near the back. And then, of course, we're doing a lot of cross-disciplinary mapping, which is, as I mentioned, Six Sigma, business modeling alignment, business process alignment, using business architecture in the context of case management disciplines and so forth. So we're building out a much more robust BOK, and next year we'll be rolling out 4.0. 4.0 will be sort of the rounding out of all of the sections, and then some fine-tuning that goes on. It will always continue to grow and evolve. This is a very dynamic field, and I think you have to be ready for that. And with practitioners continuously adding, especially for next year, case studies and scenarios and reference models and so forth for how we want to be able to build these things out, it's going to continue to be a living, growing BOK for years to come.